This limp has let at least one extra player into this hand.
Okay.
9-4-10, a pair of clubs on the board.
Ernest has flopped a big hand, 2 overcards, and a flush draw.
Laak check top pair. Hellmuth bet 2,400.
The flop looks familiar, except it's 9-10-4, not 9-9-10.
Hellmuth's having flashbacks of Ernest's miracle hand last night.
E-Dub makes the call.
Now, Laak's got the best hand at the moment, but the odds are in Ernest's favor that he'll end up with the winner by the river.
Laak does make the call. The turn card. Pairs the board, 9 of hearts.
Laak content to check his top pair again, wants to keep the pot small.
Phil Hellmuth, that's 3,200.
Got that 9 again, Phil.
Now, with only one card to come, Ernest's odds have been reduced considerably.
The loose cannon makes the call. And Phil Laak also sticking around.
We know Phil Hellmuth has absolutely nothing right now. He's fired twice. Let's see if he continues the ruse on the river.
Which is the ace of spades, giving Wiggins top pair. Laak checks, Hellmuth checks.
Ernest should really bet here to try to get some value out of his hand.
Check.
And he checks.
And he does win a pot of more than 21 grand.
See, now that's been a nice guy right there. Ace Chasm comes on the river and I check. That's
See,
been
the poker ain't necessarily for just nice people.
Nah, well, best believe it's only because
appreciate it. It's only for fun.
I got big respect for this table, man. I'm trying to earn mine while y'all got y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Ernest continues to hang in against this table full of all-stars. Ever wonder what it's like to sit down and play against the pros? Here's Amanda Leatherman to tell you how.
Do you want a chance to be a loose cannon and win that NAPT passport? Log on to PokerStars.net. There are free qualifying tournaments every day.
We'll be back with more after this. Welcome back to Las Vegas, Nevada, home of the big game. Joe Stapleton and Chris Rose. Hand 102 out of 150. Doyle Brunson will start on the button. Action begins with Phil Hellmuth. King Deuce suited.
Go on, Phil.
Raises to 900.
What do you guys think?
Loose cannon folds.
I don't know when Phil's going to learn. No one's believing these early position raises.
Daniel with a pocket pair.
You know, Daniel seems to really have Phil's number in this game so far.
Daniel raises to 3,200, and there's a nicer pocket pair.
Was not expecting Doyle to wake up with this big a hand.
Right.
Doyle's got a good read on this situation. He knows Phil's likely to raise with nonsense. Daniel's likely to re-raise Phil with other nonsense. Don't mess with Texas.
Raises to almost 12,000. Phil Laak folds. Tony G, Queen 9 off suit.
Decides not to jump out the window.
And Phil Hellmuth folds as well.
Good chance you'll get it all, buddy.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm just counting it up here. You got 80. It's 85 more.
85 on top.
Daniel doesn't know what rough shape he's in. He's probably putting Doyle on 2 overcards.
Okay, I'll raise it.
Daniel re-raises. There goes Doyle. He's all in.
Once or twice, Doyle.
Daniel calls.
It's up to you.
I'll do twice.
All right.
What is 37-2?
37-2 each? Is that what you got, 37-2?
Are you paired?
Yeah, I'm paired. You're not paired?
Yeah, I am.
Uh-oh. That's bad for me. Okay. I was hoping you had ace-king. All right. Put a 7 out there and then a straight.
They've agreed to run it twice. The winner of each run will take down half the pot.
And let's remember, Doyle's already gone broke once. The flop, 4 queen deuce.
That's a good flop for Doyle.
Daniel's a 4-1 dog going into this. Doyle's jack still good for the moment.
Ace on the turn.
I just like to double Doyle up. That's what I do. Gets short, I feel bad.
Daniel needs a 7 on the river. Instead, it's a 9.
One for the good guys.
Hey, Doyle, what you always say is always feel good to what?
To win the first one.
Oh, man.
So Doyle's won half the pot. They'll run it a second time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Daniel's looking for a hatchet.
How about a 7?
That's the one.
There it is in the door. You got a diamond draw. It's always exciting. I knew I was going to hit at least 1 7.
No diamonds here.
No diamonds? There's like no way.
No, there's no diamonds here, I'm saying.
Diamond or jacks that count. It's got to be a diamond for sure. Diamond.
It's not a diamond. It's a 5 of spades.
5 of diamonds.
You took one of them away.
More than 22% because there's 5 dead cards right here.
Thanks, Phil.
Doyle looking for a jack or any diamond but the 5.
There you go.
There
Boom,
it
boom.
is.
Nice hand.
Doyle doubles through Daniel. 2 jacks in the hole are good.
I feel like I jinxed it. Sorry.
I knew a diamond was coming, huh? That time, there's like no diamonds anywhere.
So Doyle survives the all-in to double up. Although he's really been struggling at this table, he is still the godfather of poker.
Well, you know, Doyle Brunson created all this. Without Doyle Brunson, poker wouldn't be as popular as it is today. You know, he wrote the Bible on poker.
He is a very, very squared-away player.
Doyle Brunson is a legend of the game, an inspiration to me.
You know, I mean, I just have a lot of respect for Doyle, and occasionally we'll still go to the bar together and have a beer.
Doyle wrote the Bible on poker, but contrary to popular belief, he was not around for the writing of the actual Bible.
Doyle Brunson truly is poker royalty. And look, the jester's back.
The new Phil, positive, energy, meditation, exercise.
I'm trying.
Phil,
Pem.
Pem. What is it? Physical?
P-E-M-M. Positive
energy,
exercise, meditation.
Makes money. Makes money.
Meditation and, oh my God, I forgot my own. That's great.
Phil trying to remember his own mantra.
What is it, Daniel? Help me.
What is it? I read that.
Positive.
You read it too.
Exercise.
Meditation. Mental. No,
Who we kidding? Phil just kicked the trash can down the hall. Ernest limps in. Daniel folds.
Trash can had it
the
coming.
guy can't remember his own mantra. That's bad.
Doyle calls.
Forgot what the 4th M is on his PEMM thing.
I forgot my own statement. It's so bad. Positive exercise. Meditation.
Lock checks.
Yeah.
What is it?
No, it's called it.
I forgot to.
You don't know the 4th thing in your M?
Hope the last M doesn't stand for memory.
How do you forget your mantra for life? What it means? He's got a life mantra and he forgot what it means.
The flop. 5 deuce queen. 2 spades.
Laak and Doyle have both flopped top pair. Doyle's got what we like to call kicker problems.
Doyle bets 1,500. Phil Laak calls.
Oh my God.
E-dub folds.
Meditation.
4 hearts on the turn.
Doyle's now made 2 pair. Laak's in big trouble.
Isn't it awful? Motivation? No, that's not it.
Doyle Brunson bets more with an M. 4,500.
Doyle hasn't let out at many pots, and look at that. Phil Laak folds. Great read.
The thing.
I know, I wrote it.
He came up with life philosophy, the meaning to life, in 4 letters, and he only remembers 3 of the 4. In 4 letters.
Oh. I can laugh at myself. This is kind of
Feels
fun.
like I had you and then I didn't. I don't know.
While Doyle gets headed back in the right direction, Phil Hellmuth is losing his mantra and his mind. We'll see if he can find both when we continue with the big game. Welcome back to Las Vegas, where Phil Hellmuth's still trying to remember that mantra.
Meditation and,
It's on the tip of his tongue.
let's see, exercise.
Now I'm going to have to go read it. I want to know what it is. I want to know the 4 keys to life.
The 4 keys.
Phil Hellmuth has lost his keys.
Media?
No.
Media whore?
Media is good, though.
Moxie.
Ernest Wiggins
Meditation.
limping in with 7s.
E-dub is an E-limper.
Daniel folds.
Can we get somebody to find out?
Doyle folds.
Somebody go on his blog and find out what the...
Momentum.
It's momentum.
No, not momentum.
Did you come up with that, or someone told you that?
They said it's momentum.
Momentum? It's not
He
momentum.
doesn't even know.
That's what's on your blog.
It is momentum. He doesn't remember. Do you
On
even write
June
them?
recall, he couldn't get it.
It's not momentum.
Memory.
No.
In the meantime, Phil Laak called. Tony G raised.
Madness.
Madness. That's a good one. Especially like in the moment. Like I'm very mad right now.
E-dub calls.
I mean, not like angry mad, but yeah, I might be out of my mind mad.
Laak folds. And Tony G is bet 4,000 in the dark.
You can call. How much are you playing altogether? How much you got?
100 and some, over 100.
Deuce 9-9 on the flop.
Tony raised pre-flop to try to isolate a pot with the loose cannon. He's caught a piece of this.
$4,000.
Let's see if the bet in the dark is enough to scare away Ernest 2 7s.
It's enough to scare away Phil Hellmuth.
Positive energy meditation.
Phil's still trying to remember that mantra.
I love it. It's on TV. You got 6 million people going, what is this picture?
He'd also like to send a shout out to his kids, Who's What's It, and the boy.
At least you have a good sense of humor about it.
I'm also punch drunk, so apparently.
You did all
You're
night.
not even losing. What are you losing? Like 10,000?
Raise it up. No full on top.
Ernest goes double-fisted, raised to 8,000.
Ernest may finally be picking up on Tony's style.
Tony calls.
I check.
And checks in the dark.
Bet in the dark, check in the dark. Tony G should try playing with the lights on, maybe.
Ace of spades on the turn.
This is a scare card for Ernest.
Okay, I check. I checked that one time.
If Tony hadn't checked dark, he maybe could have tried to take it away.
6 of diamonds on the river.
I check.
Check by Tony. Check it down by E-Dub.
Well played, Ernest.
Thank you.
You're in the zone, kid. You're in the zone. You're playing the best in the world, and you're earning like an animal.
And loving it. E-double. E-double trying to double up in here.
Just that
I know
dream
it.
ride, baby.
Tell me.
Positive, exercise, moment, meditation.
Moment.
Be in the moment. Stay in the moment. Yeah, that's right. Stay in the moment. That's what I'm having trouble with today. I can't stay in the moment.
You can't even remember to stay
I keep remembering all the bad luck I've had. I can't stay in the moment. All I can think about is all the bad luck I've had. That's bad. Time to get in the moment.
So Phil Hellmuth tries to stay positive even though he's actually in the negative. Tony G is really fallen on hard times while Phil Laak continues to lead the way. And after winning that pot, the loose cannon finds himself up $63K. Remember, he only keeps the profits he makes at the table.
With only 42 hands left, E-Dub is looking pretty good right now.
Daniel Negreanu straddling this hand. So Doyle Brunson starting the action and getting rid of it. Ace-Jack offsuit for Phil Laak.
Strong starting hand. He's going to continue to play passively.
So it's just a call. Tony G, Queen 3 on the button, makes the call. Phil Hellmuth's in. And Ernest Wiggins.
I'm going to go against my better judgment with this one.
He wants to play.
E-Dub, E-calls.
Daniel Negreanu straddling this hand.
Raise.
Announcing a raise.
Daniel's last to act because of the straddle. He's going to see if he can get rid of some of these limpers.
I think that's right?
He's raised to 5,400. Clears out Phil Laak.
Tony G calls here.
How much?
Because his hatred of money builds by the second.
Phil Hellmuth folds. So's the loose cannon.
So Daniel's managed to eliminate 3 of the players.
I have no idea what you have, just for the record.
7-8 Jack is what we have on the flop.
Daniel has the best hand with King High, but Tony has flopped the best draws. Daniel does also have a gut shot draw.
Daniel checks. Tony checks. Daniel makes his straight on the turn. Daniel checks. Tony bets 25K.
Daniel lets Tony do the betting for him. This is a frustration bet from Tony, but he still has 2 monster draws, so this is also a semi-bluff. Daniel could already be beat by Queen 10, but he does have the second nuts, so it'll be hard for him to fold.
He does not fold. He calls. The river card. Jack of diamonds as the board pairs. Check by Negreanu. Check by Tony.
I got a straight.
Unbelievable. I mean, why can't I hit one time? It's like, I can't hit one hand. Played it so big, like, can't hit a hand at all.
Well, Daniel scoops up a nice pot of almost $64,000.
That was a hand between the 2 loosest players at the table as we take a look at the VPIP, or the voluntarily committed to pot pre-flop. Daniel and Tony are playing the most hands. However, playing hands and winning hands are 2 different things. Loose is working out for Daniel, not so much for Tony.
And if you want to see any of the stats from this table, all you have to do is check out the website.
Every time, I have to give him the 4 outs.
Tony G still talking to himself.
Now it's like I'm back in.
Yeah, you're back in it. You crush him and you're back in it.
You know that it's trouble when he's just talking gibberish to himself. Like every third word. Phil Laak folds.
1,000.
Tony G raising with 6 high to 1,000. Phil Hellmuth, ace-king calls.
Tony G's decided to rock up.
Action folds around to Doyle Brunson.
He wants to know where the VBTD chart is, voluntarily blaming the dealer.
Doyle calls.
It's not easy.
Tony's still shaking his head. Queen 7 deuce on the flop.